Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You might be asking yourself, Sarah, what the hell are you wearing? Guys, this is a Dirndl, and today we're going to be talking all about 5 things that everybody needs to know before they visit Germany. Let's go. New to my channel and you don't know, my name is Sarah. I am half German, half American. I have spent about equal amounts of time in my life living in Germany and living in Texas. So I don't want to say that I'm an expert, but I do know some things. So thing number 1 that you need to know before you go to Germany is that cash is still very much the preferred method of payment in Germany. While there are some places that do accept credit cards, most places do not, so you need to be prepared to that. So what me and my husband do when we go to Germany, instead of exchanging money here or doing it at the airport when we get there because they charge astronomical rates, is we will actually go to an ATM and just take out money at the ATM. I've actually been very surprised by the places that do take cards and that don't take cards. So your best bet is just to assume that no one will take your credit card so that you're on the safe side. And this brings me to tip number 2. It also kind of has to do with always having cash on hand, and that is to use the restroom in Germany. It costs money. What? Yes, that's right. It costs money to go to the bathroom. So if you're going to a gas station, there will be little turnstiles that you have to put 50 euro cent in, or however much, and then they'll give you a little ticket before you go in. Now, the nice thing about these tickets is if you are planning to buy something at that gas station, you can actually use the 50 cents that it costs you to go to the bathroom, and then when you go to check out, you hand them that and they'll deduct that 50 cents from your purchase. Now, let's say you're going shopping and you're in a bigger shopping mall and you go to the bathroom there will typically be an attendant there with a little dish of money, and they expect you to pay them when you leave the bathroom. And how much you pay is kind of up to you. I would say that 50 cents is customary. Now, I know this seems really strange, but I know that we have all been to a 7-Eleven bathroom that is just absolutely disgusting. There is just, we don't want to know what, on the walls. So you know what? I don't really mind paying somebody to go to the bathroom if I'm going to be guaranteed that it's clean. And that, I will say, the bathrooms in Germany that have the attendants, they're always clean. That is a plus in my book, but it definitely does take some getting used to. Initially, you're like, why the do I have to pay money to go to the bathroom? You'll get over that real quickly. Tip number 3 has to do with recycling. Yes, that's right. You have to worry about recycling when you're on vacation. Because let's say you go to a grocery store or you go to a gas station and you get a little bottle of water, or you get some lemonade or some iced tea or whatever. Chances are, if you take that item back to the store or back to these vending machines that they'll have inside of grocery stores, you'll actually get some change back for recycling your plastic bottles. So this is just something to keep in mind, especially if you're in Germany for a week or 2 weeks and you're drinking a lot of items out of plastic. This really does add up. So Germans are very big on recycling. And the other thing that you'll notice, let's say, especially if you're staying at an Airbnb or you're staying in a house with someone, there are at least 3 different trash bins. So you have plastic, you have a composting type of bin for your scraps of food. Then you'll also typically have a paper and then the regular trash can, which most everything can be sorted out. So just something to keep in mind. Germans are big on recycling. They want to save the environment, so let's help them do that when we're visiting their country. Tip number 4 is going to be all about eating out at a restaurant. So some things that you need to know about eating at a restaurant in Germany is there are no free waters like there are in the States. All the water is mineral water, usually bubbly water. If you don't want bubbly water, you need to tell them stilles Wasser, S-T-I-L-L water. And even then, be prepared. It's not going to taste exactly like tap water because it is a mineral-based water, so it's going to have a little bit of a salty kind of taste, I want to say. So that definitely is something that took some getting used to, because your girl, she just likes some tap water. The other thing that they don't have is free refills. So if you order a soda in Germany, no one's gonna refill your glass. Every drink that you get costs money. Another thing that you need to know about eating at a restaurant is the tipping culture in Germany. Now, while in the States, we are used to tipping 15 to 20% on everything if we are happy with our service, in Germany, you don't do that. You typically round up. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say you order a schnitzel and some French fries and your bill is €8.20. You would typically just round this up to €9. And again, when they come, because most restaurants you're gonna be paying in cash, so what you'll do is, let's say you have a €20 bill or a €10 bill, you would just tell them, make it 9, or tell them like €9. And they'll, you know, if you give them a 10, they'll just give you 1 back. Like, that's typically, there's no like, you give them the money and then they bring you the money back and then you leave them the money on the table. You don't really do that in Germany. You tell them right away what you're going to tip them. So that's something really important that I think that everybody should know. Before I give you guys tip number 5, I want to know, have you been to Germany? If so, please leave me a comment below and comment on anything I haven't talked about yet. You know, were there any things that you noticed when you were there that you wish you would have known beforehand? I would be so interested to know. All right, last tip. Tip number 5 is, I'm sure all of you guys have heard that the Germans are rule followers. Now, this goes into all aspects of their lives. So, if you're at a crosswalk, just don't walk across red because you might get yelled at. Now, I know, before all you Germans come after me, I know it's not like this everywhere, but being from a country like America where it's really not typical for someone to reprimand you in public, I feel like we should warn them, because I know all of you have had some old Opa tell you, na na na, das macht man aber nicht so. Trust me, it's happened. Just keep in mind, maybe do some research beforehand on what the rules are. Germany is huge on bikes, for example. So in most places you'll have a bike lane. Guys, don't walk in the bike lane. Someone will come speeding up with a bike going ring, 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 and you better hope that you get out of their way fast enough. The same thing goes for driving. Now, this is actually the same in the States, but I don't know, here in Houston, nobody follows this rule. The left lane is for passing only. So don't think that you can be in the left lane, moseying on, taking your time. It doesn't work that way, because someone will come up and ride your ass, flashing their brights at you, maybe even honking their horn, because the left lane is for passing. Those are the rules, easy as that. Those are just some of the rules that I can think of off the top of my head. Again, if you know of any more, please leave them down below. And you know, this is not me saying that one way is better or another, but I definitely think that you should be prepared before you go to Germany, because it's such a wonderful place. The people are so awesome, but you just have to be respectful of their rules. And I want you guys to know what you're getting yourselves into before you go there. So thanks so much for watching my video. I really, really appreciate it. It's time for me to go take this corset off because it's so tight, and I wasn't thinking about sitting down for a 10-minute video when I put this on. Otherwise, I never would have worn this. But thanks again so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not yet, please hit subscribe and tick the little bell so that you know anytime I make a new video, because I think that I will be making a lot more of these 5 things you need to know videos in the coming weeks. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. See you guys in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye.